Richard Lang here. Welcome to AEROPS. This is the second video in our series Equipment for UAP Investigation. It's called the 6 field tests that you can use in the field to determine the presence of a UAP or other types of anomalous phenomena. We're going to take a look at the 6 instruments that you see pictured here and talk about how they're used in the field. We'll start with time. There are countless reports of individuals having encounters with different types of UAPs and anomalous phenomena that experience missing time, or what we call time dilation. A very simple test can be conducted by using 2 synchronized watches or timepieces. I wear a Casio ProTrack when working in the field. Aside from time, it has a compass, barometer, altimeter, a stopwatch, temperature sensors, and it tracks different time zones. There are many high-quality watches like this that can be used in the field to provide the same or similar information. Pictured here are 2 of my watches. As you can see, they're perfectly synchronized. Normally, you'll be wearing your field watch while the other watch stays at home, far away from the affected area or the observation point. Upon returning home, you simply compare both watches and see if they're still perfectly synchronized. Then you can be fairly sure you did not experience any type of missing time. However, if the watches don't read the same time, you'd want to photograph them and document the difference in hours and minutes and use that data in your report. Just one point of caution is that we know electronic equipment has a propensity to fail when in the close proximity of a UAP or other type of anomalous phenomena. Obviously, an electronic watch would be subject to the same peril. One solution would be to wear an automatic winding or mechanical watch that has no electronics or batteries. GPS. A GPS is useful for navigating and marking locations while working in the field. Coordinates are displayed in longitude and latitude, and locations can be marked as what they call waypoints, which are recorded to facilitate locating the exact location or coming back to that location at another time. Other useful features of the GPS are the compass, altimeter, and they have topographical maps. Many modern UAP reports, the databases require GPS coordinates to be included as part of the formal report. A GPS can also be used to detect the presence of a UAP or other types of anomalous phenomena. Pictured here is a Garmin GPS ColorTrack 35. We've selected the satellite screen, as you can see here. This screen shows that there are 20 satellites connected to the GPS, which is typical. A modern GPS will connect with many satellites in order to increase the accuracy. In this case, with 20 satellites selected, the accuracy is within 13 feet on the ground. The bar graph on the left side of the slide shows each satellite. They're color-coded and also numbered, and it gives you the signal strength of each satellite it's connected to. If you're using your GPS in the field and you select that satellite screen, the presence of a UAP will be represented when the satellite readings reduce from, say, 20 satellites down to maybe 1 or 2, like you see pictured here. This can serve as a preemptive warning of an event that is in progress and can be documented with a photograph of the screen. Next is a compass. A compass is useful for navigating while working in the field using topographic maps. However, in the event of an anomalous phenomena or being in the close proximity of a UAP, the compass needle may fluctuate or rotate due to the fields created by the propulsion system of the UAP. A compass can also be used to measure the magnetic fields on a vehicle or other metallic structure after an encounter. You can see here, this is a magnetic survey that was done on a vehicle. It's conducted after a close encounter with a UAP that hovered directly over the vehicle at approximately 100 feet altitude for about 2 minutes. The way it's done is while standing well away from the affected vehicle, a compass reading is taken. Then, compass readings are taken around the vehicle as you see illustrated here. In this case, the needle points to the car when the magnetic field is very strong, and at the back of the car where there was not much of a magnetic field, the compass needle will point north. This was a famous case that occurred in Port Jarvis, New York. You can see the first test was conducted 36 hours after the event, and you can see the field is very strong. The needles point to the car almost 2/3 of the way back. The second test was conducted 20 days after the event, and you can see the field has slightly dissipated, as the needles point in the front part of the car to the car, but from the driver's door back, the needle points north, indicating the field has obviously dissipated. Tri-field meters. Both of these meters detect the same type of EMF radiation. The Eric Hale meter on the right can record graphic exposure over time that can be saved. Audible alarms sound and colored displays show safe levels in green, yellow is caution. The readings all turn red in the dangerous zone. The meter on the left is the most popular and common meter used by UAP investigators, but it only works in real time, so data can't be saved. It does have audible warning alarms that can be set. Energy fields associated with UAP events and paranormal episodes can cause spikes above normal background readings. Intermittent spikes or short bursts of EMF radiation in the magnetic spectrum, it's called a milligauss, set to the magnetic field as you can see here. These are often detected, and they'll just be short intermittent bursts while an event's in progress. Safe readings for the weighted magnetic fields are less than 5 milligauss. Higher levels of continuous exposure can cause human skin tissue damage and other serious medical conditions. Tri-field meters can also be used to measure the magnetic fields on a vehicle or other metallic structure after an encounter, in the same way that we showed you the compass was used in the previous example. Some research indicates that individuals who have been exposed to EMF radiation during an encounter may also display very high meter readings for several weeks after the exposure. Temperature variations. Since paranormal activity is thought to impact energy and temperature, it's vital that you monitor any changes in the environment that may occur throughout your operation. Dramatic drops in temperature are sometimes indicative of anomalous phenomena. You see, we have here a Kestrel weather meter, handheld. This device can read altitude, barometric pressure, compass direction, crosswind, density altitude, dew point temperature, headwind, tailwind, heat stress index, relative humidity, station pressure, temperature, wet bulb temperature, wind chill, and wind speed and airspeed. And you can see that there's an app available where you can connect the device to an app on your phone and actually have the device set up outside somewhere while you're inside monitoring all the weather conditions. They also have a USB dongle that can be plugged into a computer and basically give you the ability to read everything on the screen of your computer. Very nice. These things are drop-proof, dust-tested, waterproof, and able to withstand harsh environments without damage. You can measure every environmental condition. What you see here is the device is mounted with a weather vane type thing, so it will vane into the wind to give you direction. Also in this picture, you have a handheld laser thermometer and also a digital thermometer. Our last device is a Geiger counter or a nuclear radiation detector. This little device is a little bit larger than a pack of cigarettes. In the old days, a Geiger counter was the size of a shoebox. These new devices are obviously very small, light, and 100 times more accurate. This radiation meter can detect the intensity of iodine radiation, beta particles, gamma rays, and X-rays, and it has a digital display. It's portable, handheld, and rechargeable via USB-C type cable, and it has an 11,000 milliamp battery that lasts for over 10 hours. These things are available on Amazon for under $80. During a UAP event and associated paranormal episode, short spikes or intermittent bursts of gamma radiation above normal background readings can be detected. Typically, this is not hazardous because of the short duration, and it can give a preemptive warning of a UAP event that's in progress. One word of caution is higher levels of continuous exposure to gamma radiation will cause human health risks and serious medical conditions. This type of radiation is common in close encounters with UAPs. So the device is primarily designed to be a safety factor. You can see here on the right side, there's a place where you can set the alarm. In this case, we've got the alarm set for 2 microservants per hour. It's audible, so you simply set the device and keep it in your pocket. If it starts to beep, then you know that you've got some kind of elevation in gamma radiation and you need to retreat or get back in your vehicle and get away from the source. On the left side, we've got a little chart that shows you how dangerous this can be. We've got our meter set at 2, and so that's just a slight elevated risk, and they're saying take safety precautions. When you get to 10, they're saying you need to relocate immediately. At 20, there's a high danger of radiation sickness. In 100, heightened radiation sickness. And by 1,000, it's extremely dangerous and you need to get out of there. We hope you've really enjoyed this podcast. This is the second in our series about equipment for UAP investigation. Our first podcast was called Building a Kit for UAP Field Investigators, and you can find it on the AEROPS YouTube channel if you've not seen it yet. The next video we're producing is called Imaging and Cameras Used in UAP Investigations. It'll be posted and available soon. Please check out our website at AEROPS.site. You'll be able to find current posts, new information, and a list of advisory board members. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.